virgin slut. Christian American princess for sure, horny as hell, but she said she was pure. I met her online, we argued all the time. This was 1998. My sex was barely alive. I'd been brainwashed for sure and told that marriage was my only cure. She came to visit with an extra large massage table. First date, she was ready, willing, and able. But I wasn't going to touch the bitch, wouldn't even scratch that itch. I was a sinner that was going to burn, so I did everything to spurn. She said I had a lot to learn. She was a virgin slut. She couldn't get enough. Everything was under her control as long as Johnson didn't enter her front hole. She was blind and 5'5", 36 double D's, the biggest areola I'd ever seen. But she did some kind of magic. She made my sex come alive. When she did the massage, I couldn't move when time was up. Now I was the one who couldn't get enough. She climbed up onto the massage table, and I massaged her too if I was able. This was 1998. My sex was barely alive. I'd been brainwashed for sure, told that marriage was my only cure, that it was better not to burn, better not to yearn. Boy, you better learn. Boy, you gotta spurn. Boy, either way you fucked, do or don't, you're out of luck. I avoided with all scrupulosity, touching any points of controversy. She was my desire. I was on fire. My hands were on her body, this blonde bombshell hottie. She was a virgin slut. She couldn't get enough. Everything was under her control. If Johnson didn't enter her front hole, she was blind and 5'5", 36 double D's, the biggest areola that I've ever seen. When I was done with her massage, she rolled over so I couldn't dodge what she was about to do. Was she a dream or a nightmare that was coming true? The next thing I know, she laid hands on me, fingers up my ass, you see. I was blind, but now I see. She was a virgin slut. She couldn't get enough. Everything was under control as long as Johnson didn't enter her front hole. She was blonde and 5'5", 36 double D's, the biggest areola I'd ever seen. She said she played the clarinet. I said, damn sure, you bet. As she put her mouth on me, her hands strong for massage therapy, I was in ecstasy. 2 naked bodies set free. She said she was a virgin. I said, fine, I'm a brain surgeon. She said she did everything but, and I was too astonished to say, everything but what? But as I look back in time, I totally missed the rhyme. Didn't ask for time for Johnny Johnson to toe the line, take him to the back door, sweet and sublime. The next thing I knew, she laid hands on me, fingers up my ass, you see. I was blind, but now I see. She was a virgin slut. She couldn't get enough. Everything was under her control as long as Johnson didn't enter her front hole. She was blonde and 5'5", 36 double D's, the biggest areola I'd ever seen. I asked her if she thought God really cared who did what and did it where. She teared up in her eyes as she began to cry. Logic's cruel irony had entered in. What was and was not sin? She was a slave to burn. Marriage was her main concern. What about this boy Toy, who asked questions that was so annoying? Even if he was unemployed, he was still acting kind of coy. The next thing I knew, she laid hands on me, fingers up my ass. You see, I was blind. But now I see she was a virgin slut. She couldn't get enough. Everything was under her control. If Johnny Johnson didn't enter her front hole, she was blonde and 5'5", 36 double D's, the biggest areola I'd ever seen. So she went home and we parted before a relationship ever got started. I think of it now and again, her definition of sin. I like what Larry Mullins said about you two getting into bed. The boys are all married now, but what he said back then has never left my head. If there is a spiritual connection that prompts your erection, it's got to be more than just pouring your semen through her front door. Yeah, there's got to be a connection that goes beyond your erection. There is nothing that is unclean if God gives you the green, the light between you and the fright, the light that overwhelms your gate, the light that says you don't hesitate, the light that says that this shit is great, the light that says why wait, the light that says that if this shit is better than burning, the light that says you will learn that every single rhyme is ultimately in God's timing.